Alright, what's up, people? Oh, I got a new video, and I gotta do this fast because there's a lot of points, and when it gets to a lot of points, the time drags on. So this one's called What to Do When You're Depressed, and this is a great video. Well, I don't have to say it, right? But I think it's a good video for you, um, because it can help you get out of depression. Like, I'm basically giving you the cure to depression, and I think you should listen, man. What was I gonna say? So around the people I see, like in America, pretty much, people have like this internalized darkness. Like everybody gets darkness, but only in America do we internalize it, and that's so wrong and so dumb. And I'll explain to you how it works because there's subcultures, like pretty much cultures here, and they call it like emo forever. Like emo forever, like why would you want it to be forever? Isn't it shouldn't be temporary? Like isn't that just a phase? And I'm not saying like a phase like style, but like are you really gonna be that dumb forever? So also like one of the realizations that I noticed was that I listened to a lot of metal, and when I went to the scenes, not the scenes, when I went to the scene, like the concerts, the kickbacks, I noticed that most metalheads don't actually listen to metal for the power, which is what it's all about. They listen to it just because it sounds evil, just for the evil. And that made me laugh so much, and it's so cringe, dude. Like, that's terrible. That's so cheesy. And so, everything that you pretty much get, like, feel, I wrote here, like, what you go through is, yeah, pretty much just what you go through. Like, it's not actually you. Like, it's just like a period in your life, like a stage in your life. Like, it's not actually you, the darkness, depression, and all that. So I want to tell you like the most petty excuse I've ever heard, dude. And it's so weak, dude. Like the weakest, one of the weakest. Uh, anyways, I should really get ready. Like I just woke up, like clean my face and everything, and my voice is dry, but who cares? Alright, so the excuse was, well, I got out of the anime expo, and the chicks there were like not that good. So when I went outside, I was in these lofts waiting for my Uber, and I saw in front of me like this blonde girl, and it wasn't very good. Like her legs were hard. Her blonde hair was really really dry, like hay. Like it wasn't good, and it wasn't too hot. Like she had like some skirts, some flower skirts, some jean jacket. Like I still remember some Vans or something. And I was like, no, I said like a perfect opportunity right there. So I said like I went up to her and said, "What's up?" Like before I even finished my sentence, dude, I said like something like, "Hey, what's up? My name's Daniel." Ta ta ta. She said, "Oh," she stopped me mid sentence, like not knowing how rude that is. Just doesn't want it. Just said, "Oh, don't talk to me straight up. I'm sorry, but I've had a very stressful day." And I said like, I said okay. So I went back to the place where I was at waiting for my Uber, and she left. And I was down, but then it occurred to me that that's such a that's such a stupid excuse. Cause like the next day, I said, yeah, I picked up on some chick like coming outside the expo, and it's so lame. So what if you're stressed? That doesn't mean anything. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, people, stop what you're doing. The car, stop driving. The whole world. She wants the whole world to stop to notice that she's stressed. Who cares about that? I'm stressed too. I got rejected. I didn't get anything. I'm stressed too. Everybody's stressed. Like, why would you just make it about yourself? That's conceited, and it's just petty, man. It kind of makes me like giggle every time I think about it. So, one of the ways that Mexico doesn't fall into that is we talk it off, but that sounds so casual and sounds weak. Like, oh, I'm just gonna talk it off. I'm just gonna talk it off. But let me put it this way: you want to join the fray and get your spirits up, and you pretty much want to go with things and talk to people even though you don't feel like it. So how did I come to this conclusion? Well, I was right here in the living room, and it was like a party, and my aunt was here drinking or something, and I told her like, hey, I can't go out. Like some of my friends don't feel like it. Like that's the excuse they gave me. They don't feel like it. And my aunt like, I think she smiled or like ignored it. And I said, and she said, why not? And I said something like, what if they don't feel like it? Like I already knew it's like words of weakness, but I still said it. And she just brushed it off so casually, like, well, that's why I go out, because I want to feel like it. So when she said those words, like I swear, astral portals were open, like astral doors to like the spirit of Mexico. What I'm telling you about, and it's a spirit that pushes onward, even though it doesn't have anything going for it. Really, it doesn't feel like it. So how does that look like? Um, if I don't want to go out, I go out. If I don't want to talk, I talk more. Like I talk even more, and if I'm going down, then I pull up even harder, you know. If I'm negative, then I be more positive, you know. So it's like even in the face of terrible odds and defeat, like I still want to rise, and that strategy is successful, man. Mighty successful. And I could tell you more in the details. What does that actually look like? Because it's a lot of points, and I can't what is it like explain each and every one of them. But yeah, look at the details and I'll tell you how that looks like. And man, I'll tell you right now, that's a strong strategy, man. Very strong.